Hey, aloha everybody. I want to talk about sparring. Sparring is something that should be so simple. I'm facing you, you're facing me. We're going to try to submit each other and do it safely. We're going to work back and forth with one another, and you will get hit, I will get hit, we're going to get hit because it's called sparring. I don't know how many women I've had over the years that I've lost because they came to me and told me, hey, Master Smith, I want to kickbox. And they had decent skills in the gym, and I'm like, are you sure? Because it's an entirely different animal when you're in that ring. Oh no, I want to kickbox. And out of all the girls I've had, only one of them really wanted to continue doing it. Like I said, I had some really talented girls, and as soon as they got tagged, it's like they didn't understand what was going on. You're fighting. Now, sparring is one of the best, absolute best things you can expose a child to. Because when they learn at a very, very young age, yeah, I might get popped in the nose, yeah, I might get a black eye, might get a bloody lip, but I can stand there and hold my ground. I can defend myself. Their confidence goes through the roof. Nothing else compares, nothing. And often I'll have kids they'll be sparring, they'll do fine, and all of a sudden they'll get tagged and that's it. You don't see them for weeks. Part of sparring is just pushing through that. We are in Hawaii, Imua. Move forward. Just keep going forward. Fight. Sparring shouldn't be anybody going for a knockout, but you should be able to spar hard with each other. Now, kickboxing for the past few years, I don't know, well, I do know why. There's been some confusion where some guys want to just do this and they think that's funny and that's sparring. That's not sparring. It's not. If you're sparring, you're going to get hit. If you're good at sparring, you can identify the pace at which you need to go with your partner, which shouldn't be really, really hard. But with kids, and I bring this up with kids because I just saw a video of this little boy on Instagram in California, and he is, the first few pictures of his face where he was covered in blood, and his father put that up there, his dad. And I've got my pros and cons about that, but when I watch this kid fight, he is not afraid. He wants to be a fighter. He wants to grow and be a fighter. The kid rides bulls. He rides a wild animal. And yet people come to martial arts and they say, hey, teach me how to fight, teach me how to protect myself, defend myself. And the first hit, they're like, oh, I'm out, I'm done. No, sparring means I'm supposed to be able to throw some Ryan Garcia 30-punch combinations and hit you as much as I want, but you can't hit me back. That's not sparring. It is not. And when kids immediately, even here in class, kids will be sparring, moving around, and they might get popped. As soon as they get popped and they're going, and they're looking for the door, they're looking for a parent or a lifeline, they're not accomplishing their goals of developing. They've got to be able to get hit, even if they cry, and it's scary sometimes, I get it. Even if they get shook up, and they've got to be able to stand there and hold their ground. So sparring, if you are sparring correctly, you should be able to put in some good work. There shouldn't be any questions about how hard you need to go. Another thing is should I wear a headgear? Well, it's a headgear, so yes. Well, should I always wear headgear? Well, it's sparring, so yes, it's your head. Should I wear a mouthpiece? Yes. Yes, you should. Should I wear 16-ounce gloves? Absolutely. You should wear all the protective equipment, and every once in a while somebody will come in and go, oh, I forgot my gear. Well, then don't spar with that person, because that person does that for a reason. When you're sparring, you need to be able to dial it up and dial it down, level of intensity, according to who you're working with. Because if you get in a fight outside, nobody's going to dial it down for you. You got to be able to turn that switch on. And I think back to the boxing gyms. When I see these little kids I admire so much, little kids in boxing, I don't like the fact that a lot of them go in there with no headgear, and I'm a big opponent of headshots with no headgear, especially in boxing. Because unlike kickboxing, where you catch one kick every hour or one good kick every once in a while, in boxing you're eating repeated punches to the head. So I don't like that, but I do admire the fact that those kids don't even blink. When it's time to fight, hands go up, they become single-minded in their pursuit of what they're trying to do, and they put in the work, even in sparring. My wife used to tell me, I don't understand how you can spar these guys. You guys can beat each other up and then hug each other afterwards. Well, for me, I can't express a much greater form of love than when I'm experiencing that with someone and I'm sharing that. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. This is what I do. And when that person tells me the same thing or shows me by their actions, this is who I am, let's go. I admire that so much. It takes so much courage to do that. But yeah, this kid, it really got my attention because this kid is talking trash. You know, he's 10 years old, probably 12. Talking trash, coming into the ring. He's fighting in every sort of a venue. Talking trash to promoters. And as a little kid, I'm sure he's watching other people and he's marketing himself after other people that do the same thing. But the kid has courage. And when I see him riding bulls, on a full-size bull, I'm like, okay, this kid's got it. This kid understands what sparring is. He's not afraid. And he's getting there and just doing his absolute best. And he realizes, I hope his parents realize, I'm sure they do, when you get on a 1,000-pound animal, wild animal, that doesn't want you on their back, bad things can happen. When you're sparring, just like playing baseball, you can get hit in the nose. You can get hit in the eye. You can get hit in the mouth. I've got a severe rib cage injury right now. So these things, they happen. And it's not because we want it to happen, just wrong place, wrong time. I slipped left when I should have slipped right. But sparring is crucial. So please, all of you, make sure your kids